There is something about silent people online that most people misunderstand. In a world where everyone is posting, smiling, flexing, and seeking validation, some people choose to stay invisible, and that silence makes people uncomfortable. Today we are talking about 3 things you must know about people who do not post photos on social media. This is not soft talk, this is real talk. First, not posting photos does not mean they have nothing going on. Some of the most dangerously focused people move in silence, while others are busy curating a life. They are busy building a life. They understand that real power does not need announcement. Social media runs on attention, but they run on intention. They do not feel the need to prove their happiness to strangers. They know that peace grows better in private. And sometimes the less people know about you, the more control you have. Second, they value privacy more than validation. We live in a time where likes have become a form of self-worth, but these people broke that programming. They refuse to tie their confidence to comments and emojis. They understand that validation is a drug, and they chose sobriety. That does not mean they hate people. It simply means they protect their energy. Every photo posted invites opinions, comparisons, and unwanted eyes, and not everyone deserves access to your life. Some people post everything and still feel empty. Others post nothing and feel complete. Privacy is not insecurity, it is strategy. Third, they are not seeking approval. Many people post to be seen, to be desired, to be confirmed, but when you no longer seek approval, you move differently. People who do not post photos often have internal validation. They know who they are without a filter. They do not need a timeline to remind them of their value. They are not performing for an audience. They are living for real life. And sometimes they are observing more than you think. The quiet account with no pictures is often watching, learning, calculating. Never confuse low visibility with low value. Sometimes the loudest life is the most fragile, and the quiet one is the most solid. Fourth, some of them understand the power of mystery. In a world where everyone overshares, mystery becomes rare, and what is rare is valuable. When people do not see your every move, they cannot predict your next step. Mystery creates presence without noise. It forces people to respect your boundaries. Not every chapter of your life needs public access. Some stories grow stronger when they are not exposed to every opinion. Fifth, they are focused on real connections, not digital applause. They prefer depth over display. Instead of posting memories, they are busy living them. Instead of updating status, they are upgrading themselves. They value one real conversation over 100 reactions. They understand that social media can create an illusion of closeness, but real bonds are built offline. They are not against social media, they just refuse to let it define their social value. Sixth, some of them have outgrown the need to perform. Social media can turn life into a stage, and many people become actors in their own story. But these people stepped off the stage. They no longer live for the camera. They no longer curate emotions for public consumption. If they are happy, they enjoy it. If they are struggling, they handle it quietly. They choose authenticity over appearance, and that is a level of self-mastery many are still trying to reach. Seventh, they understand that access is a privilege, not a right. Every time you post a photo, you give the world a window into your life, but not everyone deserves a front row seat. Some people know that overexposure reduces value. They do not hand out information carelessly. They move with discipline, not emotion. They know that some people watch to celebrate you, but others watch to compare, compete, or even hate. So they limit access. They control the narrative by saying less. And when you control access, you control power.
Eighth, some of them are building in silence. Real moves do not always come with announcements. While others are posting "coming soon," they are executing. They understand that talk is cheap, but results are loud. Silent work creates shock value. When they finally appear, it is with impact. No countdown, no hype, just proof. They let success speak for them. And success does not need a filter. Ninth, they are disciplined with their dopamine. Social media is designed to hook you. Likes, comments, shares, it is a reward system. But some people refuse to be conditioned. They do not want their mood controlled by notifications. They choose mental clarity over digital high. They know addiction can be subtle, so they protect their focus like a weapon, and focus builds empires. 10th, they do not compare their lives to highlight reels. Most people know social media is curated, but they still fall into comparison. These people stepped out of that trap. They know everyone posts their best angles. They refuse to measure their reality against someone else's edited moments. They walk their own path. They run their own race, and they protect their self-esteem from unnecessary pressure. 11th, some of them value peace over popularity. Popularity comes with noise. Noise comes with opinions. Opinions come with drama. They decided that peace is more important. They do not want to argue in comments. They do not want to explain their lifestyle to strangers. They choose a quiet mind over a loud profile. And peace is a flex many people cannot afford. 12th, they know that real life is not a content strategy. Every moment does not need to be captured. Every meal does not need a camera. Every achievement does not need a post. Some things are sacred. Some moments are better felt than filmed. They live in the present instead of documenting it. They experience life firsthand. And when you live fully, you do not need to prove it online.
13th, they are comfortable being misunderstood. When you do not post, people create stories about you. They may think you are boring, broke, or hiding, but these people do not rush to correct every opinion. They know that explaining yourself to everyone is a trap. Misunderstanding is the price of independence. They would rather be misunderstood than overexposed. They do not panic when they're not seen, because they are secure in who they are, and security is quiet. 14th, they master delayed gratification. Posting gives instant attention, but building gives long-term reward. They choose the long game. They are not addicted to immediate reactions. They can wait. They can grind without applause. They can suffer in private and win in public later. That level of patience is rare, and rare people move differently. 15th, they understand that real confidence is internal. Confidence is not how many people double-tap your photo. Confidence is how you feel when nobody is watching. They built their self-worth offline. They do not need a crowd to feel important. They do not need constant reminders that they matter. They validate themselves. They approve of themselves. And when you reach that level, social media becomes optional, not essential. Now, let us be clear. Not everyone who does not post is mysterious or deep. Some people just do not care about social media like that, and that's okay too. But before you judge someone for not showing their life online, ask yourself why you feel uncomfortable with their silence. Maybe their privacy exposes how much you depend on attention. This is not an attack. This is a wake-up call. If this message hits you, like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear this truth. Subscribe if you're ready for more raw, unfiltered conversations like this. And drop a comment below. Do you post everything, or do you move in silence? I want to hear your experience.